உங்கள் கிருஷ்ணா டிவிகள்.
நீராடும் கடலுடுத்த நிழல் மடந்த தெளிலொழுகும் சீராடும் வதனமென திகழ் பரந்த கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் மதி சிறந்த திராவிடர்கள் திருநாளும் தக்க சிறு திரைமுகலும் தரித்தரரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அணிதுலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிலமை தியம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
welcome the challenges, look for opportunities in every situation to learn and grow in wisdom by Brain Traxy. A very pleasant good morning to one and all present here. Good morning. I feel extremely privileged and honored to give these opportunities to welcome you all to the international conference. In absentia, it's my honor to welcome our Honorable Chairman Sir and Secretary Vidyaratna, Professor Dr. M. Karunanidhi, Vivekanandha Educational Institutions and Hospitals, Tiruchengodu and Sangagiri. I welcome you, sir. It's a pleasure for me to welcome our respected Chairman Madam Tirumadi Krishnaveni Karunanidhi for this occasion. I welcome you, ma'am. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to welcome our Honorable Executive Director, Professor Dr. S. Kupusamy, sir, for this great juncture. I welcome you, sir. Next, I would like to extend my heartiest salutes in welcoming our respected Chief Executive, sir, Mr. M. Chokkalingam, Vivekananda Educational Institutions and Hospitals, Tiruchengodu and Sangagiri. I welcome you, sir. Next, I am extremely proud to welcome our respected Admission Executive, sir, Professor Dr. C.K. Ravisankar, sir. In this occasion day, I welcome you, sir. Next, I extremely my warm welcome to respected Director, Arts and Science College for Women, Dr. V. Kumaravel, sir, for this juncture. I welcome you, sir. I am really happy to welcome our beloved principal, Dr. Jayakumar, sir, Vivekananda Arts and Science College for Women, Sangagiri. I welcome you, sir. I am really happy to welcome our principals, Vikas and VCW, Dr. B.T. Suresh Kumar, sir, and Dr. N. Rajendran, sir. I welcome you, sir. It's give me an immense pleasure to welcome our chief guest of the day, Professor Tim Joseph Mentonsa, Global Industrialist, Kannada. I welcome you, sir. Professor Dr. G. Nagaraj, M.Tech PhD, Senior Technologist, Texcom Worldwide, Singapore. I welcome you, sir. Rajesh Krishna, International Beautician. I welcome you, sir. J. Sarmila Murugan, MD, Krishna TV channel. I welcome you, ma'am. Next, I extremely proud to welcome our respected admission officer, Mr. M. Tamilchelvan, sir, in this occasion day. I welcome you, sir. Next, I am extremely proud to welcome our Vice Principal, Madam Dr. Menaga. I welcome you, ma'am. Next, I extremely proud to welcome our Placement Officer of Sangagiri Campus. I welcome you, sir. Last but not least, I cordially welcome the Pillar of Nation and angels of our Vivekananda Educational Institutions and other college. That is my dear students. Welcome you all for this juncture. Finally, I welcome you all on this great occasion of the two days international conference. Without you, the day
To inaugural the function with inaugural address.
Very good morning to everybody. Good morning, my dear students. Good morning to all the dignitaries on the stage and off the stage. First of all, I am very thankful to the founder, chairman and secretary of our Asia's #1 biggest women's institutions, that is our Vivekananda Educational Institutions chairman and secretary, Professor Dr. M. Karunanidhi sir, our Kalvi Tandai. We are very thankful to the management, our beloved chairman madam, vice chairman, joint secretary, JMD sir, and madam JMD, ED, C sir, and directors, principals, vice principals of all of our group of institutions, because we are organizing this international conference on behalf of VIAS, that is Sangagiri Vivekananda College of Arts and Science for Women, jointly organized by Tiruchengodu Vikas Vivekananda College of Arts and Science for Women, and also jointly organized by VCW, that is Vivekananda College for Women. So that is like the Triveni Sangamam. 3 colleges are jointly organizing and 3 departments are jointly organizing. So it is the first time to have such a wonderful international conference at our Sangagiri campus with the support of all the 3 principals. All the 3 principals, Dr. Jaykumar Sir of VIAS, Dr. BTS Suresh Kumar of Vikas, and Dr. N. Rajendran of VCW. It is well supported by all the heads of departments of all the 3 colleges. So it is the wonderful day to all the TFT and CDF students of not only our college students and other college students also. We have very eminent resource persons here. While we are coming here, entering the hall with our beloved, respectful chief guest, you are giving very warm welcome by standing and clapping. It is the culture of our Vivekananda family. Very good. I appreciate all the students.
With the blessings of our chairman, Professor Karunanidhi sir, and the executive director Kupusami Swar, the chief executive Chokalingam, the director Kumaravel, and the family members of Vivekananda, I start this presidential address of this occasion on 2 days international conference on artificial intelligence in the designing industry. Well, at the outset, it is my duty and pleasure to once again welcome the chief guests of the day. Importantly, it is you. So welcome to the international conference on artificial intelligence. The future technologists, the costume designers are sitting before us. First, welcome to our own family members, Vikas, VIAS, VCW, and as well as the partisans from the outside. We welcome you, my dear students. We have got giants sitting on the stage. At the outset, I welcome our admission executive, Professor Ravishankar ji, the admission officer, Tamil Chelvan, the heads of the department, Dr. Prabhu Kumar of VIAS, Mr. Sridhar Raja of Vikas, the vice principal madam, the training and placement officer, and importantly, the resource persons as well as the guests from where we are trying to capture and gather the knowledge. At this juncture, it is my pleasure to welcome Professor Tim Joseph Mendoza, who is a global industrialist who has traveled all along from Canada to India to witness this function. So it is our duty to welcome him. We welcome you, sir.
Now, it's time to honor our guest. We request Admission Executive of Vivekananda Educational Institutions, Professor Dr. C.K. Ravishankar, sir, to honor our guest with shell and memento to Professor Tim Joseph Mendoza, Global Industrialist, Canada. PhD, Senior Technologist, Texcoms all the way Singapore. Admission Officer. Mentor to Raj Grace, International Beautician. Now we request a Vice President. J. Sharmila Murugan, MD Sri Krishna TV channel. The first release is received by our chief guest, Tim Joseph Mendoza, sir.
Good morning, dear students. Good morning, all the principals, HODs, the staff members, lecturers, professors, all the support staff, and not forgetting Chairman Sir, who unfortunately is not here. So, very good morning to all of you. I've been waiting for this lecture for a long time because it is something related to my field. As you got a very good introduction about myself, I am from Mumbai and I start working in Madura courts at the age of 19, and I did my college, bachelor's, master's, as I worked at the same time. It's then I moved to New York City in America. I think they tell all the good things about me. Nobody tells the bad things. Okay? So actually, I was a very bad student in school. I was very naughty. I was very mischievous. I was a big prankster. I had a lot of fun in school and college. So, I think I'm a good student to give you lecture how to come up in fashion designing, because I paid a big price to come up. See, there is something like you have different streams of education, engineering and commerce. Engineering, you have aeronautical, mechanical, civil, this, that. Okay? But there is no education stream that you can compare with fashion designing. Fashion designing is a creative program. God gave everyone the same brains. How you use your brains will matter a lot. Okay? Don't think that money or richness or fame makes you big. I come from a very poor family, but I was one of the only Indian designer in America to compete with American designers or European designers. So it depends on your culture. It depends on your personality, your character traits. This is very important. Now somebody will ask me, why is it so important to have a good character in fashion designing? There are a lot of things involved in this. Suppose you do your work in home, suppose you run errands, suppose you do work in college, you take active part. What happens is your brain moves faster. When your brain moves faster, you get a hang of how to do things quickly. What is creativity? Creativity is like seeing what everyone has seen, thinking what no one has taught, and doing what nobody else has ever done. That is creativity. Okay, I did not get formal education in fashion designing. Nothing. I learned how to design fabrics. I created Van Heusen, Louis Philippe, Pitti England. Then I went to America. I worked with a woman, American lady. From zero, I brought that company to 100 people with a garment factory, with a handbag factory. Okay, her name is Jill Stewart. You can check it out. From zero, I brought that company. Then I left that company and started my own design label. Okay, what people couldn't do in 25 years, I did in 3 months' time. So you need guts to do that. Okay, and we Indians we are very clever. We are hardworking. And you women, trust me, you are the future. Okay, I know. Do you agree? Do you agree? Women are good in men. You give birth to babies, you look after families, you know how to save money, you are very creative, you are very organized. All these things count. But men are good in one thing, not fighting. Men are good in cooking. Do you know men cook better than women? So women are not good in that field. But what I want to say is the next generation is your generation. Because, see, you have all the positive things. You need to have certain character traits to go into this field of fashion designing. Okay? You have to do a lot of research. You should have a lot of skills. Then you can become one. Earlier in our days, we did not have something like computer or a basic phone, a smartphone or iPhone, nothing. Today you can Google and you can learn everything. Like today, I can understand how hard I worked in New York City to become a designer. It's not a joke. And you have a very good chance to utilize these resources to come up. If you are the type of a person that creates fight with others or gossip or any spreading gossip, spreading negativity, you should see a doctor. A doctor. Because that is not good in fashion designing. Why you need a good character? Because you need to find what the customer will buy, what is the customer's nature, character. Then you can do fashion forecasting. You understand? That's the way it works in fashion, because it is a creative program. Irrespective from wherever you come. In India, it's the right place to get resources. Very good place. In America, we don't find this thing. We don't get a range of things. Okay? The next thing I want to tell you is, on your CV, every time I see that students write that CV, hobbies, and you write hobbies as playing bat ball, singing, dancing, and that is totally wrong. I dance, I sing in toilet. That doesn't mean it's a skill. That's a hobby. Hobbies should not come in your CVs. You should develop skills, different program. If you are a good dancer, then you can write. Okay, so CV is something you should do starting, right at the beginning of your first year degree program. Okay, the next thing I want to tell you is, you have to get skills, get certified, mix around with good people, not negative people. Don't compete with each other. Don't fight with each other. It's not going to help you. Okay? So, I have stressed on this personality. It's a very important thing in fashion designing, how you work hard. There is no textbook in fashion designing. Trust me. Fashion designing doesn't have a textbook. You got to learn it yourself. You have to create yourself. You have to look at others and learn. That's the way you do. You don't copy someone. You originate something. That's the way fashion design is about. Okay, coming to this, besides personality, I used to pray to God a lot. God give me this, God give me that. Finally, God was not giving. So I get angry one day. And I said, if God is not giving, that means God is on vacation. So I start praying for other people. Then I start getting things. Wow, that was something good. Then suddenly this Dr. Ravi Shankar calls me. And he says, we got to do this for the school and that for the college and the students. So I said, okay. Then I start thinking to myself, maybe God is using artificial intelligence. You know, that's the thing. Artificial intelligence is used everywhere. Now, what is artificial intelligence? You know, it is just making a machine, a program that stores data, process data, collects data, again process, again calculates. In fashion industry, it is going to be a very big game because right now in India, I think 30% is underemployed. The average salary for artificial intelligence is around 15 lakhs per annum, that is 1 lakh 25. Okay? So if you learn the basics of artificial intelligence, it's very good. If you do a degree program, plain, without any skills, you end up getting a salary of 15,000, 20,000, that's it. But if you do specialize like in this program, which is for the future, the next 30 years, you will have all the best of comfort if you use artificial intelligence in fashion designing. Because it's a huge program right from the start of sourcing right up to the bottom of shipping. Okay? So, in your skills, I just wanted to show you this. Somebody doing a basic degree will get 15,000, 20,000. You waste your time, you spend your time, you make use of your time and study this artificial intelligence, what we say AI. You do that and you go to an employer, that employer will give you a salary straight away 1 lakh per month. Now you understand? Excuse me, those girls there, I'm talking to you. I came here to speak to you. Okay, pay attention here. Okay, so that gives the salary of 1 lakh per month. 1 lakh. So that is the thing, a difference in learning something of the future. When you learn something of the future, you get job stability. Now, what is this AI in fashion? See, how does fashion start? You know, rich people, they want exclusivity, only one fabric. They don't want others to share it. So suppose I'm making a suit, 500 meters the mill wants. 500 meters, I only need 5 meters. So 495 meters is stored for 1 year. That is called couture designing. That is the top level of fashion designing. Who creates this fashion designing? A group of people, somewhere sitting in Europe, a group of fashion designers, fashion editors of different magazines. They sit in Europe and they decide the colors of the fabric for the next 3-4 years. Okay, then it comes to couture design. From couture design, the leftover comes to high fashion designers. They do these runway shows, they do designs for every season. From there it filters down to brands like, all these Louis Philippe, Vita England and all. From there it goes out to the bulk stores. And from bulk stores it goes down to the close-out stores and last to the thrift shop. A thrift shop is a shop who just buys used clothes or they take something which is left over for cheap. So this is a big chain of events. Now how does the fashion designer design? We have to go, and I used to do this way, I'll tell you. In New York, I used to go to the departmental stores Saturday and Sunday, spend hours looking at which woman dressed well goes in the store and what she touches. Okay? I used to keep a Walkman, I used to give a commentary and record it. I'm telling you honestly, this is the way I was doing it. When I used to record it, I used to see what she touches, which is the name, what is the color. Okay? I used to do this Saturday, Sunday for 2 months. Then I started doing it for 1 month. See, there is something called trend forecasting, fashion forecasting. Trend forecasting means current, today. Fashion means for the future. Okay? So we have a big problem to know which color, which this. So how I used to judge is, when I used to fool around with these fashion editors, I would come to know what is the color, what is the fabric. Then you create your design. That's the way it works. Now, in artificial intelligence, they will get all this data for so many years. And then they will collect what are the styles used for so many years. And what will be the next for the future. Currently, they cannot beat a fashion designer, but actually, an AI person in fashion designing will be the boss of a fashion designer. AI in fashion designing will be like a CEO. So your future is very good when you put more stress on artificial intelligence. It will help you in fashion designing. It will help you in brand companies, export companies. Okay? So there is a wide scope. Nobody can touch your job for the future. I can tell you this. How does this do? The more information you feed, it calculates based on different inputs. And it stocks data. As a human being, not possible to do. Trust me. We cannot do all these jobs. So AI helps us to do all these things from designer level right up going to the brands. Once it grows to brands, what happens? Suppose you take export company like Shai Exports, like this. These companies, they have product developer, merchandiser, sample maker, production manager, warehousing, logistics. AI will be the boss of this full line. So you can understand how strong person you can be if you lay stress on AI in fashion designing. It gives you job security, and trust me, if you use your mind, brain, spare your pastimes, free time in learning this, that is going to create a really great hobby, job security, comfort, everything for you. It is something we have never got a chance, but you will get a chance to learn to be secure. And women, trust me, you all are talented. I learned to work hard from an American woman. Okay, so I know how hard women work. So I think it's the best opportunity. And this college, like Vivekananda College, I have been earlier, some years back. That chairman is a really blessed person. He's the only person I've come across who has done things for women. Okay? He is the only one chairman. When I met him the first time, he told me the story how he started this institution from a very small level to a very big level. Everyone is not blessed to do this. So my hats off to that chairman, sir. With this, I like to say thanks a lot to all you girls. Wish you all the very best for your future. And thanks once again to the principals, HODs, staff, everyone present here. Thank you very much for inviting me here. Best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your nice introduction. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, my dear students, teaching faculty, and the principals of the institution, I have to thank the entire team of Vivekanandha institutions for giving me an opportunity to share my views, especially to Dr. C.K. Ravishankar, who is still my colleague and invited me to give a speech about the applications of artificial intelligence in the textile industry to the students. Even though I am in the industry side, I am very happy to meet all our students, the young generation students, and also interested to share my experience as well as the problems in the textile industry. Now when we discuss about this artificial intelligence in the textile industry, we will see first about the present scenario of textile industry. Of course, the textile industry across the globe is not performing well due to the escalation of cotton prices, more yarn stock, and the persons are not purchasing the yarns from knitting and weaving. However, these problems will be solved soon. So definitely the industry will be bouncing back. So the two major industries that we normally say, one is the agriculture and the second one is the textile industry. Textile industry is the only industry which gives placement and employment opportunities to many other engineers. In textile industry, we can see mechanical engineers, we can see electrical engineers, electronics and communication engineers, computer engineers also. So this is the only industry which provide job opportunities for all the other disciplines in the engineering. Of course, it has ups and downs. So all the downs will be ups sooner or later. So when we say about the applications of artificial intelligence in the textile industry, when we go back 3 decades back, 1990s or we can say 1980s, normally the textile industry means they will say about spinning, weaving, knitting and garment to some extent. But now, apart from spinning, weaving, knitting and garments, fashion industry is also emerging faster than the other industries. Because a lot of options are available in the fashion industry, the most important thing is the creativity, creative knowledge, creative thinking. That is the most important thing required in the fashion industry. And the only industry, the fashion industry, can do more creative things than the other industries. Because in the other industries like spinning, weaving, knitting, or processing, we cannot do more creativity because everything involves some changes in design. For changing the design of an element or a component, we have to analyze many factors, mechanical factors, physics factors. So number of factors come into play in other disciplines. That is why the creativity is not possible in the spinning, weaving, knitting. But of course, when the fabric or the garment is made, the designers can make more creative designs. This is very, very important for the fashion designers, which other spinning, weaving, knitting cannot do. Because for changing of a machine design, by increasing the production, everything, it is not possible to do at one instant. We have to see many other factors. So the textile industry is also gaining importance, especially in the artificial intelligence industry. When we see 3 decades back, production was the most important thing. In spinning, weaving, knitting, they normally talk about what is the production, what is the productivity. So production was given more importance. Then, after that production, they have come to the cost function. What is the cost of manufacturing? So, because at this present juncture, every manufacturer tries to see what is the manufacturing cost. Costing is very, very important topic in all the fields. If the costing is able to give some profit margin, then they proceed. If the costing is break-even point or it goes to negative, they will not accept. So the artificial intelligence integrates all the important factors like production, cost, as well as the just-in-time technique, CAD designs, computer-aided manufacture. It encapsulates all the important factors. So what is the artificial intelligence? Why people are giving more importance to artificial intelligence? It's nothing but the task is performed by a robot or automation, but entirely controlled by a computer. It means it is able to perform tasks within a short period of time with the minimum errors and also without human intervention. So it takes the brain of human intelligence and human responsibility capabilities. So even our human brain is an artificial intelligence. It's a biological model. Our human brain is itself an artificial intelligence. It's a biological model. We have billions of cells in our brain. Billions of cells in our brain, and each cell generates a neuron. Each cell acts as an individual microprocessor. For any complex tasks, any difficult problems, these neurons start functioning and give the output. And this output is combined with the other output values and finally to arrive at a solution. This is the basics of any artificial intelligence. The same concept has been applied in the textile industry. It is also applied in the other industries also, like in banking sectors, financial institutions, military applications, production textiles, oil exploration. So all the factors, all the industries are using these artificial intelligence concepts. So why you have to go for artificial intelligence? What is the reason? The main problem is that in India, the advanced machineries, modern developments in machineries came into existence only in the year 1990s. In 1990s only, the spinning sectors have come for the modernization program. Before that, we are using the obsolete machineries and always working on the production. When the buyers insist more on the quality criteria, then we have gone for the modernization. So modernization reduces the labor involvement because in the present juncture, availability of skilled labor is very difficult. That is why, apart from modernization, they have gone for automation also. So automation can be performed on the machineries only with the use of artificial intelligence applications only. It is a computer-based programming language which uses Python programming, which works as a human brain and reduces the intervention of humans. So in this way, automation has been made in many of the textile machineries. For example, I can say that in spinning sectors, if you see the blow room line, it is automation. Previously, more labor force is required to put mixing on the blow room line for running the machines. Nowadays, only we can keep the bales on the blow room line. The machine will automatically take the sample and process on the other machines. Similarly for carding, everywhere we have automation, mainly because of the non-availability of labor force. We have to go for automation. In draw frame, comber, in spinning, especially in spinning mills, in the present juncture, the managers or the management find it very difficult to find a skilled labor. Of course, when we see in Coimbatore or Tirupur areas, we can see a lot of North Indians to work in the mills because our South Indian people are not interested to work in the spinning mills. That is why they use the work, they get the help of the North Indian workers. So this is the one problem in the labor in the textile industry. It is slightly overcome by automation, auto doffers in spinning machines. Apart from that, auto winding machines where the yarn falls can be cleared and produce a quality product. So when we say all these developments from spinning, weaving also, we have more loom data, other parameters, and processing also, computer color matching with artificial intelligence and image analysis techniques. And especially, these developments will not be sufficient unless the other part of the testing equipments manufacturers also intervene. So, in the process stage also, the company Worcester Technologies of Switzerland has developed this artificial intelligence for the spinning machines and fabric inspection also. So Worcester Technologies, they have made expert, Worcester expert, lab expert, sliver expert. So it means it collects the information from the machines, classifies the functions, analyzes the functions, and finally come to a conclusion, giving the right answer to the right solution. Of course, it is a management information system. These Worcester technologies are able to collect the information within a short period of time and helps the managers and all the others to act immediately. Conventionally, whenever the quality is getting defective, we will not be taking much and more care. But nowadays, with the present scenario, all the customers require the quality as a primary aspect. That is why they have developed this expert system in spinning and weaving machines also using the Worcester Lab Expert system. The best thing I can say in the garment technology is that fabric scan. Fabric scan developed by the Worcester Technologies is a CCD camera which completely inspects the fabric within a short period of time and classifies the defect also. Warp weight defect, weft weight defect, where is the problem, what is the length of the defect, everything it gives information to the inspector. Conventionally, we used to inspect the fabric manually by having lighting system, it is a cumbersome process. So, only with the artificial intelligence, it is possible to upgrade our machines as well as reduce the downtime, as well as improving the productivity and quality of the industry. In garment designs also, CAD designs, you can do number of designs in the CAD. So all the students in the garment, apart from studying in the normal theoretical courses, they have to concentrate on this Python programming also, so that they can get some idea what is the importance of artificial intelligence in the industry. Supply chain management, trend spotting, all can be done with the help of artificial intelligence. We can also predict a model with the help of artificial intelligence. I was in Citra, so we have predicted number of equations based upon the fiber properties. Suppose if one person gives the fiber, if he tells me what will be the yarn quality, then we can give the input in neurons, what are the various properties which have influence on the yarn quality. We have developed a prediction expression for the yarn tensile properties, yarn quality also. Like that, based upon the yarn property, we can give prediction to the fabric properties also. So, even though artificial intelligence is not known to many persons, because normally textile personnels, maybe a BTech or MTech, normally they study more on the textiles. But at the same time, if they concentrate on this aspect, artificial intelligence and its importance, then it will be useful for the future. They can be an entrepreneur also. They can work in many industries if they know the artificial intelligence subject thoroughly. The only thing, you should have the temperament by reading more books or more journals, more research papers. Then only you can update or learn more about the artificial intelligence. So with this, I will complete my speech. I thank you very much for the management for giving me the opportunity, and thank you for the students for patiently listening my speech. Thank you very much.